Hello, friends. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to Phil's practice room, where I document myself getting back into shape and um, finding my way back to playing loads and loads of bass. Doing so in a safe manner and by doing loads of warm ups. And today we're trying something a little bit different. We'll see what We'll see. We'll see what works. We'll see what happens. We'll see how much fun we're having with this. We're going to do our usual practice routine, and then we're going to move on to a bit of a live stream of an old classic amongst bass players. I think everyone's had some experience with the John Mayer trio and everything that kind of all the doors that this kind of trio opened for a lot of people in terms of sound and how much it gave birth to a whole new genre of sort of jam, rocky, blues type stuff. So we'll go through some of some of the live today, and we'll just pick some things apart. And whatever we notice, we'll try and transcribe and analyze and have a little bit of fun with. I've already gone through it. Well, I went through it many times over the course of the last 20 years, which is I think when it came out, 2005 or so, something like that. Obviously Pino on bass, so it's an absolutely incredible opportunity to watch and rewatch him do his thing. One of the best bass players in the world, just doing his thing with two of the coolest musicians on stage as well. It's just what an absolute treat. So we're going to start with our usual practice routine. I'm going to pick up my lovely Harley Benton PB20 Progressive Series. The reason I'm using this bass, guys, this is a bass that's this bass is basically under 200 euros, and that's probably the best value for money you can get anywhere. This bass is enjoyable to play. I had to do a little bit of setting up because wood changes with temperatures and atmospheric pressure and all that sort of stuff. But it's an absolutely fantastic bass to play. But it's very accessible, and for people who can't afford, £1,500, €1,500 worth of plank. Sorry, it's definitely a truly a fantastic option for starting off, for bass players who are starting off. It's a bass that I've gigged with. It's a bass that I've practiced with. Oh, I wish I could remove the goal. That's okay. Maybe I'll just remove the overlay altogether. In any case, I'm using this because it's supposed to be a stream where I'm practicing on a normal instrument and not something that's super expensive and not really accessible. Stream elements. I'm just going to remove this goal overlay if the internet wants to help me. You'll forgive the slightly unorthodox mic position, but I think this is the only way that you can sort of see the whole neck without the mic stand getting in the way. So we're trying something new. That's cool. No worries. Oh, the internet's being a bit fickle again today, guys. Like I said, it will improve. The stream quality will improve because my internet provider is going to give me a better package at the end of April, early May. So you won't have all this loss of upload quality, and everything will be a lot better. Even though I'm connected to directly connected by a physical cable to the router, nonetheless. We'll start with the practice routine. We have a click. Set up your metronome, pick up your bass, or just watch me do it, guys. It's cool as well. So here's our click. You should be hearing that. You're not hearing that. Logic is not capturing yet. It's okay. We'll just start it off again. All right. We should have a click right now. No worries. I'm just going to remove this this goal right here from the thing, guys. Whilst it's loading, go check out the Patreon right here, where I've uploaded a bunch of backing tracks, drum backing tracks for you guys to jam to. I think they're pretty cool. It's well, it's the first time I've put something out there that's supposed to be used for practice, and I'm enjoying it. I think they're decent enough, and I reckon you guys will enjoy jamming to these tracks, whatever you fancy doing. I think they're a decent enough quality that it should be enjoyable for everyone. All right, we've got our click going, and we're going to do our usual practice routine, starting off with our regular 1 finger per fret exercises and other variants. So, typical 1 finger per fret. We're going to start on fret 9 and basically play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, switching strings, and then down again. Buzz and everything, guys. It's not going to sound. I've put some WD-40 on my chair because it was a bit difficult to move, and it's made it worse. So if you hear that, that's what it is. Right, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. We're going to speed it up a bit after this one. I reckon we're going to play 16th notes. That way we get to work our way down a little bit faster. Again, guys, we're trying to follow the click as much as possible. Be respectful to the tempo and switch a little bit. To mark the still can't play and talk. I'm trying to mark the beginning of each note with a little bit of a harder stroke, a harder pluck on everyone, if you can hear it. It's kind of done on purpose, just because it's kind of a natural thing to do, and it gives us a better sense of tempo. But it's not, you don't have to. Let's finish this off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to avoid buzz as much as possible. Okay, variant number 1, which is what I call the static hold. We do basically the exact same thing, but our fingers stay pressed on. They keep pressing on the string until they have to move. So we move them one by one, like some sort of weird creeping insect, a bit like a giant spider, like a tarantula. Tarantula. You know, the big spiders. They move one, like, yeah, just creepy. Anyway, that aside from the creepy looking left hand, fantastic exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, not great today. So you notice that the fingers move one by one. Bit buzzy because it's not an easy exercise to do on a chunky P bass. And I'm sort of sitting sideways, which brings the bass, makes the bass a little bit flatter. I know what I mean. Anyway, here you can hear there's 2 notes resonating at the same time. That's a good sign. That means you're doing it correctly on the way down. I didn't do that one correctly at all. Okay, start over. 3, 4. Becomes a little bit painful around this. Ooh, buzz. Last one. Getting a bit weak near the end there. I've been skipping this particular exercise over the last couple of days. Not good enough. Third variant, which is the string skipping one. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 1, 4, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 1, 4, 3. And instead of playing that over one single string at one string at a time, we're going to switch strings. So we're going to do 1 on the E string, 2 on the A string, 3 on the E string, 4 on the A string, and then switch. Do 2 on the E string, 1 on the A string, 1 on the 2 on the E string, 1 on the A string, 4 on the E string, 3 on the A string. Super buzzy today. Sorry guys. I hope the quality of the stream is not too bad. It seems to be dropping quite a lot. Apologies for that. Like I said, it's going to be fixed in a couple of weeks' time. So bear with me. I'll keep streaming in the meantime because I'm enjoying it. All right, here goes the exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry guys. Let's start again. 1. And then we're going to switch to the D string and then to the G string. Back to the D string. Back to the A string. And down a semitone. string, A string, down the semitone, E and A string, D string, always playing the E string, G string, keep making mistakes when I talk, and down the semitone, G string, super awkward, down the semitone, E and A string, D string, G string, oh god, I keep making the same mistake, D string, A string, down the semitone, 3 to go. D string, down to the A string, down the semitone, 2 to go. D string, start again. When it starts to get a little bit painful, guys, just pause for a couple of seconds, shake it off, get the blood pumping again, and once your hand feels normal again, just get back at it. Don't play through the pain too much. Just get through the pain until it becomes, until you can't really do anything anymore. Then that's not productive. Pause, shake it off, back on. Down the semitone, the penultimate run, D string, A string, last one, burns quite a lot at this point. Try and avoid that buzz as much as possible still. Big fat buzz on that last one. That's okay. That's okay. I'll do better tomorrow. Alright, sweet. What are we doing now? We are doing our stretching exercise, what I call the caterpillar. We're basically starting on C, so A string, 3rd fret, and we're going to play D string, 5th fret, and G string, 7th fret, so this kind of pattern. And we're going to try and maintain that position. We're not going to move from one note to the other and sort of cheat and lift our fingers off the strings. We're going to do one position, then move to another position. So the exact same thing. We're moving that pattern just up a tone and down the string. So we're starting on A, and then E, then D flat, then D. Really struggling to play that with this bass. Hang on, cables. So let's try. This goes like this. So da 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 da. And better. difficult position to hold. Especially when your strap comes off. Come on there. What happened? No biggie. All right, cool guys. I feel pretty warmed up. I think this is a good enough time to sort of start having some fun and looking at some of the John Mayer stuff. I've spotted a couple of things in that live that are just truly insane. The creativity of Pino is just off the charts on this live. Not vultures. Here we go. Stop that annoying click. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Starts off pretty simple. Let's go, guys. Kind of a shuffle. B7. You can already hear Pino having some fun with this one. He does this. He does this kind of like what do you call that? Trill. You call that a trill? He does this kind of trill. He plays a dominant arpeggio. 1, 2, 3, 7. But apart from that, just keep playing this B F sharp, B F sharp, B F sharp, B. So pretty straightforward so far. Gosh, the groove on that is just insane. 25. So we're basically in a blues pattern. We're playing B for 4 bars, E for 4 bars, B for 4 bars, E for 4 bars. Pretty standard stuff. If you don't know your degrees, that's okay. It's cool. It's this is what we call a blues, because it moves between 3 different degrees of the scale. It's just 3 different chords that each essentially tell a story. First chord, tell a statement. Second chord, tell a statement that complements that first statement, and then go back to the first chord again, and retell the initial point. And then you move to 5, and this is where the sort of punchline is usually in blues, either in the storytelling or in the soloing that you do, is when the tension escalates and it gets to that big punchline, and then resolution. We go back to the first chord. So it's statement, counter statement, as in woke up this morning and I was really tired. Woke up this morning, I was super tired. But thankfully my baby, chord 4, thankfully my baby made me some coffee and a sandwich, or whatever. I don't want to sound sexist, so I'm not going to go into genders. But thankfully my baby was next to me. But I was still pretty tired. And then we go to chord number 5, and that's where the punchline is. And then it's like, oh, but it turns out that the eggs were rotten and the coffee was tasteless. So I go back to being tired. It's supposed to be, guys, I'm not a comedian, right? Okay, I get it. It's terrible. But essentially that's what the blues is statement, add some information to it. But it's this, however this, but still this, however, but altogether, bleh. It's kind of the movement explained in a totally apocryphal manner. That's what the blues is, and that's what's going on here. Very, very common pattern very common storytelling vehicle the blues is, because it just applies. You can just apply it to pretty much anything. It's just and it's universal, or it's become universal. Not too sure whether it's nurture or nature. Did we have a kind of natural instinctive response to that? I do not know. Ask Adam Neely. He will know.
Nobody loves me. Nobody seems to care.
Nobody seems to care.
Nobody loves me.
Nobody loves me.
Nobody seems to care.
Nobody seems to care.
Talking about women's and problems, people. Don't you know it's surely I have my share.
That's what he said just then. He knows he's cruising. So instead of playing the 5 chord just at the end, go back to the Asian. He said instead of playing the 5 just before going back to the top of the form, he plays the subdominant, which is a C7, which is another way of suggesting the 5 and creating tension just before you release it at the end of the form. Very common mechanism, vehicle.
Everything, yeah. Every day, yeah. Everything.
What I love about this particular live is how this particular tune is how disciplined Pino can be, and he's known for many things, and that's his discipline is definitely one of the things he's very known for. The guy can sit back, play the same groove, and just create that super solid foundation, just create that beautiful platform for improviser singers to stand on for the longest time. The guy just grooves like a machine, and this so unbelievably simple pattern. He'll add some passing notes, but they're very subtle, very discreet. He's not stepping over anybody's toes in here, because I mean, he knows that John Mayer can just take up the whole space if he needs to. Both him and the drummer just absolutely, he's like, okay, you're the front man, it's your show, take it away, type thing. Super enjoyable. They do have a little bit more fun as the live develops.
Yeah, now we're gonna need some people to sing along. Oh, everything, bring it way down here, way down.
I don't know if you've noticed how the notes have become longer compared to the start of the song.
I've been listening.
Everything.
Maybe sing the verse.
Nobody loves me.
Nope, I don't know why I had it in my mind that the notes were shorter. No, I think I was playing them longer. Anyway.
Nobody seems to
Still there.
care.
I think that's what he's playing.
Nobody loves me.
Yep. Just a nice, elegant, clean, and super creative. What a great way to create a little bit of just subtle tension just before going back to the.
Talking about movies and problems, don't you know it's surely I have my share.
Awesome. Right, so we've gone through this again.
Oh,
what a great tune. We're in A7 for this one, so E string, 5th fret, A string.
I got half a smile and zero soul. I got a reflection with a different man. Got a brand new blues that I can't explain. Who did you think I was? Every morning when the day begins,
I don't know what it is with the place,
I'm making my mind and changing back again. I was shivering.
Pinot.
Changing back again.
Something like that. There will be a lot of that because it's a fairly simple song, but the way he develops it, guys, there's a lick coming up in about 25 seconds.
I was shivering the ship I'm in.
Delicious.
What did you think I was?
So that's basically the lick, but it's there's some variation.
You got my number, but I always knew the score. Who did you think I was? Am I the one who plays the quiet song? Is he the one who turns the ladies on? Well, I can
Listen to this again.
turns the ladies on. Well, I can
What an immensely creative line that is. So freaking gorgeous. So we're in A7. And Pinot, oh God, it's so good. Beat 1, plays the note. One, so, dun, 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 dun. Something like that. So what is it? Let's move to I wanted to get to this lick, guys, because it's freaking awesome. We're in A7. He keeps his I think he probably keeps his index finger on the A string because he doesn't really need to move it. Presses down on the D string, so now my index finger is lifted off the E string. It's kind of loose, but I've just moved it to the D string. Sorry, to the A string, playing a D. Hammer on to E. Hammer on to E. Playing a G here, my index finger. Dun, dun, dun. So back to the top. 1. Dun, and dun, dun. What comes next is sounds like somebody going up. It sounds to me in the visual representation I have of this lick is somebody going up the stairs and skipping the last step. They just like, and then they just jump off onto the landing. It's so unexpected. You hear it and you're like, yeah, that sounds great, but it's so creative in the way that it's just. So we play that B. I'm assuming he's playing on the G string, although he does have humongous hands, so he could probably do that. I reckon Pino could probably reach and play that B over there. But I kind of like the sound and the sort of... I'm getting ahead of myself. D on the A string, fifth fret, hammer onto E, G, E again, skip one string, sorry, over to B, play a G on the D string, pinky finger on the D on the G string, and then back to C, hammer on to C sharp, which gives us that nice A major chord outline type thing. So he's playing he's playing all the chord tones essentially for the E7. 4, 5, 7, 5, 6. Why not? 7 again. 4. Super common pattern that you'll find in pretty much everything. It's a way to approach this major third, but like circling around it. So you're playing the note above, the note below, and finally the note itself. It's a very, very common pattern, a very common way to approach a note. You'll find it in jazz everywhere. It's chromaticism, but this kind of up and below is super common. So what we want to play is the major third, which is that C sharp. We're playing above, a semitone above, a semitone below, and then finally, again, it's all about creating tension. And this particular lick, I really wanted to hone in on, because, yeah, it's actually, full disclosure, guys, that's actually the first time I've actually properly transcribed that little lick. I'd always heard it and be like, yeah, that's just Pino being Pino. But today I was like, no, hang on, what is going on here? 1, 2. Gosh, it's so good, such a good lick, and it's on a dominant chord, which means you can just use that everywhere. Not everywhere, guys. Don't abuse it, because it does have that flat 7 color to it. So don't play it everywhere. But on a blues, pretty much just 1, 4, 5, 4, 1. Anywhere, play that lick. What a beautiful lick. What a beautiful little, I don't know if it's on the spot, I don't know if he came up with that somewhere at home and just decided, you know what, this is just too good. No idea. Somebody will have to get into Pino's head to find out about that. In any case, guys, awesome lick. He's just all over the place in that. Oh, I forgot to switch back to the shared screen. Sorry, guys.
Well, I can shine until my light is gone. What does it think I will? So you got my number, but I always knew the score. Who does it think I was?
It's so clear that it wasn't planned. It wasn't Pino wasn't expecting them to go into that song. I think the drummer saw it. He was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. I get what you're doing. Although it is quite possible that he thought John was going to go into another. It does seem like he's playing the drum pattern for that next tune, but Pino had no clue. He's not there for the first part. Pino comes in. He was caught off guard. You can't blame him. That's what happens when you play live. It's just awesome. God knows what happens there. Is it the next song? No, it's not. It's just an end riff. Yeah. Bit odd. It's like a tag. But it's really funny that Pino's not following straight away.
Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for dialing up.
Maybe they just came up with it in the green room. It's like, oh yeah, there's this riff. Not easy to play, by the way. It's Pino again, fantastic job. He does a great job of playing that so consistently. So great riff. If you guys want me to go through it slowly. Again, we're in A flat because that's the tune. I think at some point he does this but it's not an easy thing to do. There's a lot of string skipping there. Again, unless Pino plays it, which I honestly wouldn't put past him with his gigantic hands. Actually, it's not too bad. If you position yourself sort of in between that A position and an E position, you're somewhere in between with your fingers stretched out. Yeah, it takes a little bit of practice, but it's 100% possible.
You're ready.
More vocals.
They're saying more vocals.
Quick sip of water. E flat. Dun dun. What does he play there? I think that's what I'm hearing. How does he get... The tune's just starting and he's literally just dropping this... There's a seventh in it. dun. I think that might be it. Right, that's what I'm hearing, but I'm just sort of filling the gaps, being like, okay, he tends to hit chord tones, approach notes. So from the poor quality of the recording, what I'm sort of piecing together is boom, boom, dun, 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 dun. Or it could be dun, 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 dun. That could be that as well. Anyway, definitely ends with that. Ah, that could be that. I think that's it. One more time. Nope. No, that's not it. Oh, I think I. I think that's it. I think that's it. I love Pino's lines because they sound so good, but once you break them down, they're really not instinctive. They always follow like a strange pattern that sounds really good. That's very musical, but it's not at all what you would expect. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Again, so good, so creative. You see what I mean? They're just not easy to wrap your head around. They don't. Your fingers don't just do them by themselves. You know, it's not just a blues scale. It's not a major scale. It's a weirdly constructed. It's a weird pattern, but that's what Pino does really, really well. He manages to mix musicality and creativity. Always catches you off guard. Yeah, wow, what a cool. That one just totally skipped my radar. I did not see that one coming. Awesome. Oh, so good. So, if you guys want to see the neck a little bit better, sorry for knocking the thing. And that actually is sort of alright to play fast. The moment you remember to just again, he goes up, down, 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 down. But at different intervals. Such a good line. Oh gosh, so good, so good. Moving on. Here, more of a typical pattern. It doesn't matter how he plays it, because it's super cool, but it's not that hard to wrap your head around. You know, kind of a typical chromatic run. That I can actually digest pretty quickly. He plays again there. What? Yeah. Something like that. That's not too bad. Go didn't do. So cool, just up, down. They're very much like the seesawy. It makes the whole thing seem like super lively, super bouncy, super well improvised, just in the moment type thing. So he has this pattern. And he's going to, I think that's what he does. He shifts between all of these different patterns. So that, you know what I mean? It would be so easy to rely on sort of the Jacko line. Like this kind of stuff. Oh, how does it go?
I always have to steal my kisses from you. When I'm sitting here freezing outside your golden garden, got my ladder, beat up against your wall. Tonight's the night, we plan to run away together. Come on down to me, there's no time to stall. But now you're telling me that we gotta wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
That we gotta wait till tomorrow. That we gotta wait till tomorrow.
F sharp major, G sharp major, dun. So one, dun, 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 dun. Listen to it.
That we gotta wait till tomorrow. That we gotta wait.
So crude. If that's how he plays it, well, that's what he plays. So he's not playing the same pattern twice. Again, catches you off guard. Pino, my God, stop it. Don't stop it. Don't stop. Please don't stop. So he's not. Gosh, it takes a chunk out of the second. So instead of playing. He's not playing these two. They're not symmetrical. He takes the chunk. He takes the first note out of the equation. It just slides straight through it. So hear the difference. That's not what's going on. That's what goes on. That's what's going on. Oh my God, so good.
Tomorrow, gotta make sure it's right. So till tomorrow, good night. Oh, darling, me, how can you hang me up?
There's the leak again. It could be that as well, actually. That sounds a lot more Pino, actually. Yeah, that does sound a lot more like him. He's not super fond of full-on ghost notes. They tend to be very subtle. He doesn't really tend to skip notes, Pino. I've noticed on this particular thing. They sound like ghost notes because they're buried in the mix a little bit. So that could be that as well. That he's actually playing 3 5 3 5 3 6 5 7 6 5 4 4.5 5. Yeah, I think that might be it. Oh, sorry guys. Oh God, so good. That makes no sense. That actually falls in the, like rolls off the tongue. What would be the equivalent for that in bass terms? It slides off the fingers. It feels a lot more natural. Yeah. What an excellent lick.
On the phone, you said you want to run off with me today. Now I'm
Repeats slight variations of the pattern.
standing here like some turned down 784.
Octave up.
Music's words scattered from the mixed up mind of you. But now you're telling me we're gonna wait till tomorrow. We're gonna wait till tomorrow.
You heard it this time, didn't you?
We're gonna wait till tomorrow.
Again, one more time. Very Prince of him. Oh my God, so good, so good. Guys, I don't want to bore you guys to death. This is mainly me having a little bit of fun transcribing tunes, but cool. I think I'm gonna call it a day because I think the stream quality is appalling today. It's really not good. So yeah, guys, I'm so sorry about that. Not cool at all. I think the stream is yeah, it's not looking great. I think whatever viewers we had, we lost them practically immediately. That's okay. Things are going to improve. We're in Belgium. Might as well be Belarus or North Korea when it comes to just kidding. When it comes to upload speeds, it's going to get better soon, but that's not going to prevent me from streaming. And I might just do this one again because it's always worth revisiting 20-year-old John Mayer lives, especially when Pino's involved. And that drummer whose name totally escapes me. John Mayer Trio, come on. Steve Jordan, guys. Sorry, Steve Jordan. Obviously it was Steve Jordan. I knew the name. I just didn't want to, didn't want to get the name wrong. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a day on this stream. I really, really enjoyed going through this and talking my way through these, talking my way through Pinot stuff. It's really, really fun for me to show you guys the process. It's fun for me to feel like I'm showing you guys the sort of how I used to transcribe tunes, except because I'm talking to you guys, I find it a lot easier. Because somehow the ideas are when they exit my mouth, it's like a soundboard, and I can hear myself thinking, and then it's reflected back at me. Anyway, aside from this esoteric little aside, guys, thanks very much for joining me. Do check out the Patreon right there. I will get it right one day, right there. Do check out the Patreon. There's some free drum tracks for you guys to download, and a couple of pages worth of notation for the exercise that I keep talking about in my warm-ups that I super strongly recommend you guys check out. And that'll be it. Just give us a little follow. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is going to grow. Once I bite into something, I never let go. So I'm really enjoying it so far, and it doesn't really matter that there's an audience of 2 or 3 or 5 or 10,000. I'm enjoying it, and yeah, I feel like I'm actually producing something which is, you know, hopefully is of value to somebody. Guys, thank you very much for joining the stream today. It was a real pleasure to do that again, and hopefully I can